Mouseketeers, Princess Minnie or Kate here, and John is also here with me again today.
Hey everybody.
And this is a series we have been having a lot of fun with. It's our YouTuber March Madness series, and today we are finally finishing up with round 1.
Last 4 people that haven't been picked yet, so that'll be exciting.
4 or more people, perhaps.
I don't know what that means.
You do know what that means. You've seen the cards.
Oh, okay. No. Slow
They don't know what it means yet.
Slow on the uptake.
So, if you were a returning friend, thank you so much for being with us. I know so many people are having fun with this series, and a couple of people have reached out and said, thank you so much for introducing me to new awesome Disney YouTubers that I haven't heard of before necessarily, and that was like really one of the aims and intents of this video series. It's really just like a fun faux competition style pin unboxing, just to have fun opening pins and also shout out some really cool Disney YouTubers. If you have not watched the other 3 videos in this series to this point, I might recommend coming back to this video when you're caught up, but we won't give you any spoilers for this round. However, the next video we're going to film is the start of round 2. That's going to be narrowed down from the Sweet 16 finalists to the Elite 8 YouTubers, and so then there will be spoilers for who won the first round matchups, so you definitely will be caught up by that point.
Yes, just make sure not to watch those first.
Yeah, definitely don't watch the newer ones first, if that makes sense. Go back to the beginning. So today we do have a few cards left that we're going to pull. Do you want to shuffle them up, and I will pull our first 2 YouTubers, which also then by necessity means we'll know who the last matchup is as well.
Are we going to tell people both matchups right away?
No, we'll just do the first one first. I think we'll leave people in suspense.
Alright.
But we have some doozies for you today, folks.
So here are the last 4 cards.
I have no idea whose color is which, and I can only kind of see color out of my peripheral vision anyway. Alright, the first YouTuber is Jessi from Miss Cherry's channel. Alright, that is a fun person to pick some pins for. And who is going to be her matchup partner? Oh, it's Karen from Karen's USA Adventures. Whoa, those are like 2 big personalities there, 2 super fun YouTubers.
We're gonna face off right now.
I know, my goodness gracious, what's gonna happen? Again, Jessi is from Miss Cherry's channel, which is a YouTube channel I have followed for a very, very long time now. One of the first ones I watched when I was starting my own YouTube channel. She is super obsessed with Ariel, so I had to put, you know, Ariel and some other little sidekicks there, Flounder and Sebastian. And she also really loves Dumbo, who's having a moment right now, of course, so I had to include that as well. You will like Miss Cherry's channel if you like fun Disney vlogs, if you like Disney subscription services, and if you just like really fun people overall, you'll like her. And Jessi's opponent is Karen of Karen's USA Adventures. And Karen's channel has been around for a while now, and I think it really found its own and found a huge audience, I would say, around the Vlogmas time, because Karen had such a fun Vlogmas series. Karen is a UK-based YouTuber, and I always tell her, loves America more than anyone else I know, more than any American I know. She definitely loves herself a classic Mickey. And some of her favorite princesses are Rapunzel and Snow White, so of course I included the little apple there as well. Karen is just such a great friend. She always makes me laugh. She is very, very funny and very silly and very unique, and you will love her channel if you love Disney pins and pin unboxings, and if you like Disney subscription services, and if you like Funko Pops. Karen does a little bit of it all, folks. Okay, so now we have Jessi and Karen, again, 2 super wonderful people with big personalities, and now it's my job to really think of some awesome pin boxes that would represent these ladies to me. It was actually pretty easy to find pin boxes that represent these girls to me. They are wonderful, and I really think that this is going to sum them up. So, along with loving Ariel and Dumbo, Miss Cherry, Jessi over Miss Cherry's channel, loves herself some Mike and Sully from Monsters University. So I have a Monsters University pin box here. And And the box that I have for Karen, I picked because the theme of her channel is really like adventures and like mostly Disney adventures, although she has gone to Las Vegas recently. And so I picked the Adventure is Out There set because it just made me think of like her traveling the world. Like she's going to Japan soon, to Tokyo Disney, like she's traveling the world, and I'd like to imagine she's doing it in a hot air balloon.
Maybe it should be on Karen's team if she's a Las Vegas fan. Be like,
I love Las Vegas!
not as much as I do.
And here's this Monsters University box, and this one's for Jessi, and this one does have a little bit of an advantage because I've never opened it before. However, it might also have a bit of a disadvantage because I don't necessarily want all of the characters who'd be in here. I think that getting Mike and Sully would be the coolest. I also like this guy, I can't think of his name at the moment. Is it Ed? I do think that this little pig thing is pretty funny, and John really loves Randall, so that would probably be a big thumbs up in his book. And Karen's box, the Adventures Out There box, I would say is kind of at like a neutral point. I do like this set, but I do have a bunch of them too. So if you're thinking from like a doubles perspective, I might already have it. I think that the ones I still need for my personal collection, I don't think I have Rapunzel. I don't think I have Mickey. And I don't think I have Cheshire Cat. I do believe I have the others. All right, let's see which pins prevail in these boxes. So would you like to open for Karen then, knowing she's a big Las Vegas fan?
Yeah, Las Vegas brethren.
All right. And so I would think that seeing you and Karen hang out in Vegas would be hilarious.
We should do it.
We should do it. All right. So I'm opening Monsters University for Jessi, and John will be opening Adventures Out There for Karen. All right.
Who goes first?
I can go first.
Okay.
Oh, did you want to take a look at this box and see which ones you thought were the coolest also? Because we love Monsters University, and I like it better than Monsters, Inc. even.
Alright, so I have my feelings about that. I think Monsters, Inc. is a better story. I actually think it's one of the better stories.
I agree. It is a better concept.
So I think that's one of the better concepts of Disney movies in general. I thought it was really clever when I saw it as a kid. I still like it. I think Monsters University is more fun though, and I think it's a more rewatchable movie because of that.
Yes.
So yeah, like I like to just think about watching Monsters, Inc. and then watching Monsters University instead.
Also, kind of controversial Disney opinion, I don't like Boo. I'm very, like, I don't even not just care nothing about Boo. I'm very annoyed by Boo whenever she's on screen.
Oh, is that controversial? Because
People love Boo.
I've never heard anyone say anything negative or positive. I think she's just a forgotten Disney person.
I don't know. I think people like her. I think they think she's cute and adorable, and it's like, no.
Well, I mean, I don't know why you'd hate Boo, but...
Because I just find her to be annoying. Oh, these are small. Or oh, maybe it's that little pig thing. That's the mascot of one of the houses that they steal from the other fraternity, right?
Oh, you were asking me, and this all started, she was asking me which ones I liked.
Which ones would you prefer? I definitely prefer Sully, but I don't think he's in here. Could be Mike, maybe.
Wait, Sully's right there.
No, he's not in here, sorry. Because this is little.
Of the ones that I would like the most, Mike and Sully are great, but my favorite, and I don't know his name because I haven't watched this movie in a while, I love the guy who, like, is kind of just 2 feet.
The purple
He's
one.
basically
Charlie Day from
he's like an archway.
Always Sunny.
He's an archway, basically.
Yeah, I want to say his name's Ed, and I'm fairly certain he's not in here either.
I love Randall, and I love the head of that other fraternity that's basically Nathan Fillion.
Yeah.
He's great, don't know his name.
Is that... Which one's... Oh, Uzma Kappa is the one that they start, right? Or the one that...
You're the expert on this one.
I can't remember. Oh, yeah, and I think... What's the one that... that Nathan Fillion is the leader of? Is it, like...
Kappa Kappa Fear? I don't know.
I don't know. I really can't even think of what it would be. Alright, I'm gonna have to look that up. But, and I do like Randall, too. I think Randall's funny. And I love that the whole big, like... backstory on why Randall's all squinty is just that they tell him in Monsters University not to wear his glasses.
Oh, I forgot that.
Yeah.
I love Randall. He's like a top 5 Disney character in general for me.
Monsters University really surprised me too because I was so surprised that they went for the whole angle of Mike and Sully not even being friends to start. I was really surprised by that. I liked it. It was a good story. And then that they don't even graduate in the end.
Well, we're just like spoiled like crazy.
It's been long enough. You should have seen Monsters University.
All right.
Okay.
I didn't do it. No, there was her.
Ready? Yes! Oh, that's kind of cool. It's the weird little pig mascot, and it just has like a monsters symbol on it. I'm gonna have to look this up after this video and find out more information about him. But I think that's cool. He was one of the ones I said I would be in my middle preferences. Like, he's not Mike or Sully, like, let's be honest. But he's not one of the ones I definitely did not want, like the dad and the guy with like a bunch of eyes.
He was still a
Squishy.
That still feels like a bottom 3 pull from this thing.
It's not bad. I think it's weird, and I like weird.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
And let's see, which hot air balloon did Karen get first?
First of all, we'll say the hot air balloons are cool. There's 2 pin backs, which is kind of...
They're hefty pins.
Yeah, let's see what we got. All right. I don't know how hot air balloons are designed. I looked it upside down. All right, we got Pinocchio.
Okay, also not one of my favorites, although I do think the pin itself,
the pin's beautiful.
If you turn it around, they can see it.
All right.
The pin...
I caught it.
The pin itself is lovely.
Yeah, it's actually got really cool purples, and I guess like a very light blue with some green like etching is the only way I can describe it.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess they're supposed to be like suspenders, which is kind of cool.
And there's glitter. Do you see the purple glitter?
Yeah, I actually think it's a really nice pin.
Nice pin, just like a kind of like the same thing. Like, this is kind of neck and neck actually right now, because it's like,
yeah, you're lower
the characters itself aren't the best characters, but the pins themselves look really nice.
And I think for Karen, me and you, this is a nicer looking pin than that.
He's starting already.
Yeah. So I feel good.
I don't know. I think this is a cooler character
I shall
than this one.
let them judge.
Wow. Okay, so we have the pig mascot, and he's weirder looking even in this pin than I remember him being in the movie. I am surprised by how tiny this pin is. It makes sense because it's a small character, though, so I'm interested to see if the next pin is larger. Obviously, it'll be larger if it's Sully, but if it's like another character, I am interested to see the size difference. And I do love how shiny it is. I'm trying to show you guys. I am very surprised by its sheen. And you have Pinocchio. And it's fine. I think that there are a lot of really pretty details. Like I mentioned to John, the purple glitter. He noted all of the beautiful colors on this pin, and I think Pinocchio himself is a very cool looking character. He's just not my favorite kind of character. I think this pin might be better if they put like maybe Figaro up here, like make it like a cuter accent, or the goldfish, was that Cleo? I think if they had included like a little Disney sidekick, it might have been a better pin.
All right, so is it me or you this time?
Why don't you start this time?
All right, cool. I already unbagged it.
Oh.
Haven't looked yet.
Here we got. I'll start opening this one too.
All right, I'm feeling a little nervous. I like the pin, but I'm worried that it's not going to go over well.
Is it Simba?
It's Jiminy Cricket.
I will say it's cool that we got Jiminy and Pinocchio in the same set.
I also view them, I view Pinocchio as, I've been seeing it a long time. Like, this was the most recent Pinocchio experience has been being in Disneyland and doing the ride.
Yeah.
But I view it as like a more, like, I feel like they cover a lot of distance in that. Like, it is an adventurous movie. So it kind of fits the pin theme.
I do feel like I am banking my not so much love for Pinocchio on like my childhood memories of the movie, and that might not be fair. I should probably see it as an adult to make a more informed decision.
What I'll say too is, I, as a kid, didn't love Pinocchio, but I love Jiminy Cricket.
Jiminy is cool.
Huge fan.
He always gets me, like, I think he was a prominent voice that I remember in the Wishes Magic Kingdom Fireworks, talking about like, let your conscience be your guide and maybe dream something. And I do choke up kind of when I hear his voice. I will say that. He's like an iconic Disney character.
So I've given you my positives. I want to give one negative.
Sure.
Is that I like Jiminy Cricket a lot more. I love him at when she shows up close. I love him at the base of the pin, looking up like he seems to be having fun. But the balloon is the worst coloring and worst design of any of the balloons from the back of it. And when I look at it, I actually don't enjoy looking at the balloon piece of it, whereas I loved it on the Pinocchio one, where you're looking at it, you're like, it looks very nice, it's glittery, it was like fun color. So I'm nervous that that's not going to do us a good job if she pulls a good pin. My
only issue that I'll say, that I do like this balloon.
Really?
I do, and the reason why is because it has like a moral compass on it, and inside it says official conscience.
Oh, I didn't get any of that.
I know, you have to look very, very carefully to see it. It's teeny tiny. But I like that, like, in-your-face connection to the movie. I think that's a really cute detail. I do admit the colors could be better, but I like the official conscience badge.
Sometimes these details fly so far over my head, I'm like, that's for the scholars to figure out one day.
The Disney scholars, right?
I was like, no person can understand that.
And I'm like, oh, look, here it is. All right, so I have unbagged the other Monsters University pin. Shall we see who it is?
Me and you, Karen, being like, be bad. Be the dad.
It's not bad.
It's good.
It's Mike. It is Mike Wazowski. Although I have to say, now that I have Mike, I'm a little sad I don't have Sully.
Alright, I'm gonna do a favor to your side that you just did to me by doing the moral compass thing. Sully, I feel like Sully and Randall are the two best parts of Monsters, Inc. I just think they steal the movie, their competitiveness. Mike is kind of annoying. Like, you enjoy Mike, but he's annoying.
I don't find Mike annoying. I find Mike charming.
No, he's charming, and you really like him for that, but I just mean, like, Sully and Randall are both really cool in that movie.
Yeah.
And then when I watched Monsters University, Sully isn't as cool, and I actually think that Mike is still charming, but also the coolest character in that movie. Like, you watch the whole time, he doesn't have any skills, and yet he beats a lot of people in that movie. He's, like, legit impressive, so I think he steals Monsters University for me. So I think it being the Monsters University version of Mike is a big plus to that pin.
Cool. And I did say that he was one of the characters I wanted, and he has a really cool Monsters U hat on, which I think is pretty cool.
Oh yeah, the hat's really, really cool.
Now my issue is, I have no idea who's going to win this one. Not even a clue.
We're going to do a deep dive at the end of this and like really evaluate it.
It's tough. So I do think this Mike pin is amazing. I love his grin, I love his hat, I love his coloring, and again, shiny. Now, let's take a look at these two together. Are they actually the same size in the movie? Because they are definitely the same size on these pins, and sizing is definitely my issue. These are little pins. I don't love that about them. I think they're beautiful. I think they're cool characters. I think they're weird. I like that. And I think the quality is awesome, but I think the sizing is too little. Luckily for Karen, I think that this pin shows up beautifully on camera, possibly even better than it looks in real life. I do think Jiminy is an amazing character, and I do love that the balloon has these like sunbursts, sun rays of glitter, of orangey glitter. And then I do love the moral compass with the official, I can't get in close enough that I think you guys are going to see that even clearer, but official conscience is what it says in here, and I do think that is really cool. I think these pins are super high quality. I love the glitter. You don't get like this great glitter usually from the American Park mystery boxes. And I do love that the two characters came as a set. Again, actually just putting those up there, I think that this is neck and neck. I have zero idea who I even want to cast my own vote for. It feels almost impossible to make that call.
I'm leaning one direction.
Oh, I'm interested. I'm not even at all. I'm like completely on the neutral up arrow. I'm not leaning either way. So I'm interested to see when time passes, if for a few minutes while we do this next matchup, if when I go back and look at the pins together, it makes me feel a certain kind of way. So we only have 2 YouTubers left. I think, why don't we each just like pick one and I'll reveal who we're picking pins for.
So I should grab one.
You should grab one.
So the person I pick will be mine, and the person who's left is yours.
Yes. Okay, who did you get?
I got Nina from Wrestling with Disney.
All right, Nina from Wrestling with Disney. And then that means, I saved one of the best for last, I think. And this is what I was referring to earlier, that this is one YouTube channel, but it is 2 YouTubers. And it is Nikki and Tracy from Forever Disney.
I like the name.
It is a really cute name. So Nina's channel is Wrestling with Disney, and it's actually funny. Here we go, we have a Pinocchio sticker, and I put Pinocchio up here because Nina loves Figaro, and Figaro is Pinocchio's cat, of course. And then I put the castle here, which I really like the sticker because I know that Nina has visited Disney and on her honeymoon, and I kind of just thought it was a really pretty romantic look of the castle. We have Mushu, who I know she likes, and he's just really fun. And this little quote sticker says, "Take your dreams higher." And I love that Nina, you know, she started her channel this year, and it's all started with a dream, right, Nina? And she's really, you know, doing a great job with her channel. Again, her channel is Wrestling with Disney because sometimes she does do wrestling content, but I'm so in love with her Disney content. She does a lot of pins, she does some unboxings, she does some swaps with other YouTubers, and she's just a great person. She also started the Facebook group Disney YouTubers, so if you are a Disney YouTuber and you haven't joined that yet, you may be interested in doing so. And if you're thinking about starting a channel, you might be interested in checking that out as well. And we have the mother and daughter team, Nikki and Tracy from Forever Disney. I binged the heck out of their content before starting my own channel, and I really enjoy them. I just love watching them together. Kind of wish I had the same kind of relationship with my mom that Nikki and Tracy have, but I like watching theirs. So I put classic Mickey here, and as well as the castle, because they go to Disney, it seems like a lot. I know you guys had the annual passes this year, and so these two just seemed like icons to me. And then I had to put Dumbo because I know you guys were super into like the memory or the wisdom set that started with Dumbo this year. And also I had to put a treat on yours. I think yours is the only card I put a treat on, girls, because they actually do like some snack boxes unboxings, which I think is really cool. They do a lot of Disney sub box unboxings. They do a lot of pin unboxings. They do some vlogging in the parks. And so I think, and hauls also. So if you like Disney stuff in general, you're definitely gonna like Forever Disney. Alright, I have two boxes here that I've been just like so excited to open, but I didn't pick these. John was listening to when I was describing like what each girl and channel was about, and he thought that these would go perfectly for you girls. So I actually think they are perfect. So John's going to be opening this 2018 pin box. And I don't mean that it's from 2018, it is, but it's actually about the year 2018. Like, it has like the characters in the year, and this is the only box I bought of this, and I really wanted this because I started my channel in 2018. We visited Walt Disney World and Disneyland in 2018, so it was a really fun year for us. So, and I like collecting year pins. And John said, well, Nina started her channel in 2018, so this would be great for her, and I love that.
Yeah, celebrate the year of actually, like, you know, kicking off the channel, so I think it'd be a great way to
I think
celebrate
that's
it.
really cool. Sure, yeah, you can hold it. And then for Nikki and Tracy, I was thinking about like, just like classic Disney and also especially Magic Kingdom with them. So I picked the Disney, well, no, I'm sorry, John picked the Disney Park Attractions box. And I think this is perfect because they have a lot of classic attractions and a lot of them are Magic Kingdom focused. So I think that this is a really, really fun box.
I'm actually really excited for this kind of matchup because I actually think the boxes, like one's a high risk, high reward box, and one's like very like solid all around.
Ooh, which one's the solid all around box?
To me, the 2018. So I think like, so I think Nina's got an advantage if there's like a bad pull in that box, because I think like 4 of those pins are awesome, and 4 like for rides that kind of stink.
I actually only don't like 2 of these.
So maybe we'll talk. Well, I'll talk about it if they get pulled.
Okay.
I got strong opinions about the back of that box.
I'm sure you do.
And about some of these characters too. But I think there's at least there's a bar where the 2018 looks really cool, and I think a lot of these characters are iconic.
So we're saying that attractions is higher risk but higher reward.
Yes.
So if the right ones get pulled, that's probably going to be the winners. But if the wrong ones get pulled, they're probably going to be the losers.
Yes, where Nina's got she's got a high floor. Like she's pulling solid pins no matter what. But
they might not be as good potentially if the best ones are pulled from this box.
Like I think there's 2 pins in there that really could swing the whole thing.
Okay.
But if she pulls, I mean, maybe she pulls like 2 characters that I'm gonna vouch for. Like if she pulls a Donald, like, you know, fighting to the death over here for this box. So we'll see.
All right, let's let the camera and the audience see what these boxes are all about. So John's going to be opening this awesome 2018 box with Nina in mind. I really think this box is just lovely with the castle and the small world icon being held by Mickey and Pluto. They just look like they're running off to their first fast pass of the day. I think it's lovely. And here are the characters you can get. We know John really wants Donald. I like a lot of these. I particularly might want the Chip and Dale under the hat, but I kind of see what John's saying. Like, I feel like none of these are me being like, this is my favorite pin I've ever seen, but none of them are bad either. So this could be like 2 solid pulls. Got the attractions box for Nikki and Tracy. I think I actually bought this box when I was in Disneyland back in the summer and still haven't opened it. I was looking for the right time, and I guess John decided the right time was now. And they have some cool pins here. Now also, like, the disadvantage with this is I do have a couple of these, but I do think that 6 out of the 8 pins are great. The 2 I don't really care for are the Yeti and for the Finding Nemo characters, but I think the rest of them are pretty darn solid. I do know that there were some flaws with this pin though, and if a flawed Little Mermaid pin comes out, it could be a little weird. So sometimes it's just her mouth and no teeth, and that does look really strange. But otherwise the pin is fine. The pin is really cute. The ones I still need to complete this set, though, I still need the teacups, so that would be a big pull for me. I think I still need the Pirates of the Caribbean, and I still also need the Haunted Mansion. And I'm sure that's one of the ones John must really be into. All right, let's see what pins we're gonna get in these boxes. All right, guys, so John's gonna be opening that for Nina. I'm gonna be opening this for Nikki and Tracy. I have no idea where this is gonna go.
I feel like I should go first this time.
Go first. Okay, now, so we know you want Donald. Is there any character from the 2018 box that you don't like or you would rather not see?
Great question.
Thank you.
All right, normally my answer is that, and not because I don't like them. Usually when it's like mainstream characters, I tend to think Chip and Dale are weaker pulls. But surprisingly, they're both in the same one, and they're like kind of like almost falling underneath a Mickey hat.
I think it's really, that would probably be my number one.
So I think like that, I think it goes for me like Donald, then them, just because I think that's really clever. And then maybe number 3 is Tinkerbell.
I think the Tinkerbell one is beautiful.
Tinkerbell is, Donald and Tinkerbell and maybe the Chipmunks would be some of the strongest pulls in this.
Yeah. But there's no bad one.
There's no horrible ones.
I would kind of be disappointed if we didn't get at least one of those, though.
Maybe some of the weaker pulls. I think you guys. I think Daisy sometimes is a weak pull.
I like Daisy.
Only because I think like I only really like to see Daisy if it's with Donald.
Okay.
So I think that's for me. And I think Goofy's always a weaker pull.
Goofy would be a little weak for me, but Nina actually really likes Goofy, so I would think that that was appropriate.
In like a real fun context, Goofy can be really fun. I just think like if I'm thinking 2018 in the parks,
yeah,
Goofy's never my first thought.
Okay.
So I think that would be one of the weaker ones.
And now for the attractions, I said I would much prefer to probably get the teacups, the Pirates of the Caribbean, or the Haunted Mansion. What were your preferences?
All right, so I think Haunted Mansion definitely number 1. Yeah. It's a cool pin and the best ride. I love Pirates. I'm not sure I love the Pirates pin. I bet you it's nicer in person than it is in the box. That's usually true. Don't like the teacups. I think the teacup pin is the second best pin in the set, though. Oh, it is really stunning. I'm assuming it's gonna be better in person. So I guess for me, the 4 best pins are Haunted Mansion, then the teacups, then the Maleficent's the dragon. Yeah, that's a cool one. I do have that one though, but it is really neat. And then the flying carpet. Oh yeah, that one is great. I just also have that one. So I think all of those are really strong. I'm only super nervous that she pulls Haunted Mansion. Trying to feel them. I don't think we have Haunted Mansion, which is a shame. Although this one I really can't tell what the shape is. I guess it could be Haunted Mansion. For me, I really don't know. I'm not going to vote against the Haunted Mansion. That's the only thing I'll abandon my team for. So. All right. Oh, we're in great shape. Our first pull, Chip and Dale underneath the hat. That is such a great one. Oh, I love it. Up close, I think up close is going to be pretty incredible. People are going to love it. I think this one, for me, even though I said for me, Donald will be number 1, but I actually think for most people it will be this pin, just because I think it's just so different. It is really different. It's the only one where they have like the Mickey hat on like that they're under it. And I think you said something when you were analyzing the box that made me think that usually you do have to pull Chip and Dale separately, which is such a bummer if you get one and not the other. But this one, they both come on the pin, so that's a strong start. And it's the only one of the 2018 pins you get 2 characters at once. Yeah. And the only one where it's obviously acknowledging that they're just celebrating at the park. The rest of them you could be like, oh, it's 2018, and that's Donald, that's Daisy. These are 2 characters that are clearly at the Disney parks. I like it. All right, let's see what Nikki and Tracy's first pin is. It's hefty. It's large. I can feel that. Oh no! We're in the lead. I'm in the lead. No! Okay, so this is what John was saying. High risk, high reward. This was one of the ones we were hoping not to get. It's the Finding Nemo pin, which I actually think is a really nice looking pin. As she tries to defend it. Of course I'm going to defend it. Like, I want to defend all the pins in this series. I do like the pin. I just don't really... Finding Nemo, Finding Dory, they're cute movies. They're not my fave movies. And I think that any ride based on them is just dreadful. Just awful. Like, I think this the Finding Nemo attraction in Epcot is one of the worst things Disney's ever done. It's the worst ride in Epcot, and that's the worst park for rides. Yeah, I agree. So, I'd rather go on Mission Space, which is not saying a heck of a lot. That is just a bad ride. Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing else to say about it. It's just bad. I do think the pin's cute, but I think this was an unfortunate start for this box. You know what I think would make it strong? I felt how big this one was, and I was really hoping it was like the Pirates one. You know what the problem with that ride is? It feels just so uninspired. Yeah, it just felt easy. Like someone's like, we just need a waste of space. It's if they had put like Crush on there, at least the Turtle Talk with Crush was kind of popular. Yeah, we haven't done that actually ever, and I think that would be cute. But we got stuck on the Finding Nemo ride, and it's essentially then just listening to like Ellen DeGeneres as Dory saying the same line again and again for like 10 minutes as her fish floats in and out of the screen that you're viewing. It was torture. It was a hard thing to sit, like
This was probably like almost 10 years ago. And I still remember how horrible I felt being stuck on that ride.
So we probably hate it more than the average person for that reason.
Yeah. All right. So I will have to say there's a clear-cut star pin of these two boxes so far. So Nikki and Tracy need a really great secondary pin. Like they might need Haunted Mansion or the Teacups. And Nina needs to get like a kind of blah pin to even it out.
Are you gonna wait till we have all 4 to show them?
No, I'll show them now.
Okay.
Okay, here is that 2018 pin, and I will say I don't necessarily love the number of the pin, but except you do see the hidden Mickey with the O and the 8, which I do think is cool, but otherwise I do think that the colors are a little garish, you know? But I think it's all about the characters, right? So hidden under the hat we have Chip and Dale, and I even like how Chip is looking at Dale, who's kind of struggling under his half of the weight. So I think this is definitely a star pin. Now, this pin itself, if you just look at it like a pin, it's excellent quality, and I think it's adorable. I do like Bruce, and I think that Dory and Nemo, especially Nemo, are looking adorable. And I really like, you can even see it more like from the back, I like the uneven edges of this and how like the fins are sticking off. But the point of this box was to highlight the Disney attractions, and this does not make me feel favorable towards the attraction it's representing. I almost think, I know we've been going back and forth, but I almost think we should know what Nikki and Tracy are up against with the last pin from Nina first.
So at this point, I guess, since they're definitely trailing,
yeah,
it needs to be a weaker pull here
it does.
To give an opening.
Like if it's Donald, it's going to be hard to beat. Or Tink.
I looked at it upside down, but I know who it is. They're back in the game.
Oh no, okay, alright.
It's Goofy.
Oh man. So we pretty much got what we thought was like the best pin of the set and like kind of the least exciting of the set.
No. So
and I know Nina likes Goofy.
So so Nina's probably happy. So yeah, it's Goofy. It was on my like bottom 2 list. I did prefer. I think I did say that I preferred Goofy 2 days before we started.
And I would have preferred Daisy. So this would probably be my least favorite from the box.
It's definitely.
So I got my favorite and my least favorite.
It's definitely one of the weaker pulls in our opinion. I like the 3D element of like when it shows up close of like him like. I actually didn't see from the back that they all kind of maybe
they all have the Mickey ear hat.
So
I figured I'd let you see it.
So I misspoke. I didn't. It was obvious. I didn't notice the Mickey hat on Goofy.
It's hard to notice the details on the back of the box sometimes.
So I like he's kind of like tipping his cap to you. So I appreciate that. But it is definitely.
It's just still Goofy.
It's still Goofy.
I love meeting Goofy in the parks.
Yeah.
But otherwise, Goofy himself, like I wouldn't collect necessarily Disney or Goofy merch. I wouldn't watch the Goofy shorts necessarily.
And this isn't. And we're not saying we dislike Goofy. He just is weaker than the other characters you could have played.
He's my lowest of the Fab Five or the Sensational Six.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, let's see. Now this is a hefty one for Nikki and Tracy. So the only thing that could be really a killer is if this is that Yeti. That would be the only thing that's a killer. And I know that's a hefty pin too.
So wait, I feel like because they're back in the game, I feel like Haunted Mansion, they probably just win.
I don't know, because I do like that Chip and Dale pin.
So do I, but I think Haunted Mansion's like...
Well, let's just find out what it is. I think Girls, you're definitely back in this game.
Ooh.
It's the Alice Teacup Cheshire Cat pin, which I have wanted for a long time. This went for, oh my god, this is like the swings of this matchup series, right? Because I literally was like, probably Nina's got this, and then Nina got Goofy, and the girls got like one of the best pins in the set, and it's like, oh my god! Now I'm back to having no clue who's gonna win this. I really have no idea.
Both matchups I think are
so exciting.
Razor-thin margins.
I keep thinking that eventually there's going to be that slam dunk matchup where it's like, this box won, this YouTuber then won. And I thought this was going to be it when we opened the Finding Nemo attraction ride, whatever pin. But this one throws them right back into contention because I've wanted this pin for like a year.
I actually think now, so both matchups had a nailed it pin and a dud.
Exactly.
And that's the problem. Like, it wasn't like one had a nailed it and got a middle tier. They both gave you bottom 2 and top 2 in each of their sets.
Exactly.
And that's why it's so difficult.
That is, I really cannot wait to hear what you guys think about this matchup because this is so tough. So tough. Okay, here's that Goofy pin, and what I was saying with the first pin with Chip and Dale's, I didn't necessarily love the colors of this pin, but I did like that you could see the hidden Mickey, and I think one of the reasons I don't love this pin is because Goofy's colors now even add more chaos to it, and it's a little harder to see the hidden Mickey with Goofy being there. But I do think Goofy is adorable, and I do like how he is holding out the Mickey hat. And then this pin, I just love it, and I've been looking for it for so long. So obviously it's representing the teacups, and John hates the teacups with like a passion. So like having this pin even be in contention for him is like a miracle, and having him say it's like his second favorite is huge. So I legit have no idea what's gonna happen, guys. So now we're gonna have to look at all the pins in this whole series together. Okay guys, so I did put the board together, and I'm still as confused as ever, but John seems like he has some thoughts. So let me show you the board up close, and then we'll hear what John has to say. Okay, so here we go. So first we had Jessi versus Karen. We had the really two cute small Monsters Inc. pins and versus the set of Pinocchio and Jiminy Cricket, who might not be like our favorite characters, but are beautiful pins. Although John does love Jiminy Cricket. And then of course we had Nina versus Nikki and Tracy. And we thought that Nina was running away with it, with the Chip and Dale pin, but then she got the Goofy. And we thought that Nikki and Tracy were kind of like overwhelmed, starting with this Bruce fighting Nemo, fighting Dory pin. And then they really brought it back with the Alice in Wonderland pin. So, I don't know. I'm so lost. What do you guys think? Okay, so let's talk about the Jessi versus Karen matchup first. We have the Monsters U versus the balloons. You had a thought? Or, like, do you have one you're leaning towards, you said?
No, too tough to call. It's even.
Oh, it's even. I actually agree with you, because I kind of feel like if we had gotten Mike and Sully from Monsters Inc., I'd be like, yeah, that wins. But I'm not sure I'm loving the pig, and I'm also not sure I'm loving the size of those pins as much.
True.
But I didn't get my favorite balloons either. The Jiminy Cricket is cute, and the Pinocchio looks nice, but I didn't need it.
The Pinocchio actually looks great. I think it's a great pin.
Mm-hmm.
I think Mike is awesome on the other side, but
Yeah.
I think I love Jiminy Cricket. I do not enjoy looking at it at all, even with the moral compass.
So it's just two neck and neck?
It's two neck and neck. And
So we're going to overtime with them.
yeah, let's talk about the other ones first.
Okay. So then, now see, this is funny to me because I think this is the more neck and neck one.
Oh, I agree.
Oh my god. I didn't see that coming.
I think we gotta do double overtime. But I have a concept, and I have it in my pocket.
Oh,
no, I think we should do, instead of mystery box, a mystery bag that has 5 pins.
Okay.
That fits all of them. We open it up, take one out that's out of the competition, and we grab 4 of them. And we see who wins each matchup. So everyone's the same.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
First ever double
I like
overtime.
it. Well, then I'm gonna get a bag that we have not opened before, but I'm dying to open.
I already had a bag in my pocket.
Oh, you literally had it in your pocket. I thought that was a metaphor.
No, I'm sneaky. Alright, so my pitch was this. Disney mascots. Here's the reason. And if she doesn't want it this bag, that's fine.
Okay.
But here's my reasoning. We're vouching for different people.
Uh-huh.
We kind of already did attractions. These feature attractions.
Uh-huh.
It feels like it fits the video.
Okay, I was also going to say this bag, except not this bag.
Okay.
Because we have them from Disneyland Resort, and we have, I've opened these like 3 or 4 times, so some of them will be doubles and maybe a couple won't, and I think that's a little unfair in overtime.
I agree.
I think we should do the Disneyland version of this bag.
It still seems like she's accepting my idea.
I love the idea.
Take it either way.
Let's do it.
All right.
So here we have the Disneyland mascot bag, and we bought a whole bunch of these over the summer and have not opened them, but it's just pins representing like the classic Disneyland attractions, and I want so many of these, and I think it'll be totally fair because I have not opened any of these. Okay, this is exciting. This is the first time we got a bag into the March Madness series.
So I'm thinking the first one we yank out is out of the competition, doesn't factor in.
I think that's fair. Well then how about you grab it?
All right.
I don't even want to have any part in this.
Alright, so this one is not in play.
This one is representing no one.
Alright, what is it? Let's see. Neverland Galleons.
This is a great one to represent no one because I would not have voted for this in any way, shape, or form. So it's representing Peter Pan's flight.
The only thing I'll give...
Classic. I'm not waiting in a 2-hour line for it.
That's actually why...
I don't want to wait in a 10-minute line for it, to be quite honest. But, like, I would. But I'm not going to be happy about it.
That's why I would have voted for it, and it's tough, because it's, like, one of my favorite rides.
What?
No, we never ride it. Because, like, if you're going to eat up 2 hours of park activity that I don't want to do anyway, you're my hero. Like, every time...
Oh, you like it because other people will wait in 2-hour-long rides. It's not for you.
It's a time waster. So, like, put, like, 17 Peter Pans all across the park. It'll be empty everywhere else. Everyone's going to ride this ride that I have no interest in.
Okay, I didn't see that one coming.
Yeah,
I really appreciate that. Yeah. So no one, is getting this one, but I will show you at the end just because that's what we do here.
Alright, so who's getting pulled for first?
I think we just go in order. So we'll go Jessi, Karen, Nina, Nikki, and Tracy.
Alright, good luck.
Alright. Maybe Nikki and Tracy should have gotten 2. Maybe that's what we could. No, that's not.
That would have been.
All right.
That would have been so
Ready?
unfair.
All right. Here is Jessi's. Oh, thank you, thank you. What is it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Okay. So Karen's gonna be upset she didn't get this one. It is the Small World Sailors. And I will say, Small World in Disneyland, pretty good. I don't like it in Disney World.
Yeah.
Disneyland, awesome, because they have smaller boats, so it's a little more private. And it's partly outside, which is really kind of just relaxing.
Yeah, it actually makes it more fun because like you actually get to go into Small World instead of just already kind of being
really come out of it.
Yeah.
And also they have Disney characters inside the ride there. So like you go and you see all the British dolls, but you also get to see Alice and the White Rabbit. It's like, I don't understand why that's not in Walt Disney World. I think that is the best part of Small World, when they have the Disney characters also with the regular dolls. So it's a really lovely pin. Not necessarily my favorite attraction though.
Fair.
All right, let's just add that to the board.
And then you hold up for Karen.
All right. Oh yeah, because she's your Las Vegas friend.
Yep.
Yeah. They're gonna go on a trip together. Just the 2 of them. That'll be very romantic.
This is her invite. All right.
All right, what do we got?
We got the Wonderland teacups.
Okay, so this is a divisive ride in our household because I love the teacups.
Yeah.
John hates them.
The pin is really cool.
I don't think I've seen it,
They're
actually.
like, it's like 4 teacups stacked on top of each other.
They're cute. It's very precariously balanced. Like, teacups are breaking.
I like the pin a lot. I hate the ride.
Wow, so this is a tough one then, because I would say Small World, we're both kind of like, it's okay. But teacups, I'm like up here and you're like down here, so how do you balance that out?
I guess we'll find out when we judge.
We will find out.
Yeah, stay tuned.
Yeah. John's now gonna pull Nina's pin. Who's she gonna get? What attraction is she going to get? There's still so many good ones left.
All right. She got Tiki Room Harmony.
Okay, that's a cute one.
Another ride that's much better in Disneyland.
Well, it's not a ride. Let's be real about that.
Show. I don't know,
Attraction.
experience.
That's fine, yeah.
I don't know.
I did enjoy it in Disneyland. I'm kind of like, I don't really like to spend my time doing Tiki Room in Walt Disney World, but there was something about like just how iconic it is in Disneyland that I really liked it.
It's the setting. Like you walk past, people are in line all around you just trying to get Dole Whips, and you have there's really no line. You can't figure out if they're in line to get food or if they're trying to like muscle in to get the best spots in Tiki Room. So you don't know.
It's a little lawless.
Yeah, there's like some people that have been there for like 30 minutes waiting or just sitting on benches. It's legit confusing, and it kind of makes it really fun.
It does. I do like it, and they also have a nice outdoor show beforehand where they like mention all the gods and goddesses and stuff. So there's a little more to it in Disneyland.
Also, a very colorful pin.
It is.
That fits. That's pretty nice.
All right. So now I'm just gonna pull this one out for Nikki and Tracy. Let's see what they get. Oh no! My goodness. None of these were like, not one of these pins was like a slam dunk pin. So this is the Briar Patch Splash, representing Splash Mountain. So when we went to Disneyland, we didn't even bother riding this, even though it had a 5-minute wait.
She doesn't like getting wet on rides.
I don't. I'm very cat-like in that way. I would just prefer to be dry and not being like hurtling down a Briar Patch log flume. But it is a cute pin, and oh my God! Look, Briar Rabbit. He's screaming on this pin.
Yeah, you should be terrified. He's a little rabbit.
Yeah, he's holding on to that log flume log. Like, I'm excited to show you guys this pin. It's a really cool pin. It's just not my favorite.
As a person who's been Team Nina this whole time, I will say that's a really tough pin to read. And I look at
There's a lot going on.
I look at the Tiki Room right away. I know it's a Tiki mask.
All right, well, let's show you the final matchups and make some decisions.
Yep.
So first of all, we have just that, nobody's pin, the Peter Pan Galleons. And I think we've talked a lot about it, so I'm just going to let you look at it real quick. I do like the lettering on it. That's about it. So there's the Sailor's pin that joins the Monsters University crew for Jessi over at Miss Cherry's channel. There is the Teacup Ride pin that's joining the Adventure is Out There set for Karen at Karen's USA Adventures. There we have the Tiki Room Harmony, which I do like the bold colors, but again, not necessarily my favorite thing in the world, joining Nina at Wrestling with Disney. And there we have the Briar Patch Splash, which I do think that pin is pretty fun looking. It's just not a ride I enjoy really whatsoever, and I know so many of you out there disagree with me, but that is okay. I'm not competing with you for fast passes, so enjoy that. Okay, finally time to make some decisions. How about we both just like point to what we think for the Jessi Karen matchup? Ready? Go. Okay, we agreed, and I think it did really come down to sailors versus teacups, but we picked Karen and her teacups and her hot air balloons. So Karen, you might need to shoulder a little more cost of the Las Vegas trip now that we swung it your way. Is that good winking?
Yeah, it was good.
Thank you.
I can only see it through the camera. So
That was great. Okay. Sometimes it's better from a distance. So now for Nina, Nikki, and Tracy, I'm still trying to make my decision. I think I have it, but I think I have it by like a hair. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, we both picked Nina at Wrestling with Disney. We both picked the people you opened for. You're very biased. I don't really think you were open to other opinions.
I was very open to other opinions. I said they were neck and neck after the first openings.
Yeah.
I just think in both cases the people that won had the best pins, and I think they slightly won out even in overtime.
Yeah, I do prefer just the Tiki Room to Splash Mountain.
But also just
But
Nina's.
none of these were slam dunks to me.
But the Chip and Dale pin is still my favorite pin between Nina and Nikki and Tracy. And the Pinocchio for Karen that ended up was one of the big pins that won it for me there. I just think, again, if you're in if you're in a tight race, I'm going to go to my favorite pin again.
I will say though, my favorite pin that we opened in the entire video was the Alice in Wonderland Teacups pin with Nikki and Tracy. So I do feel like they got robbed.
That's the only thing that kept them in the hunt. But I think every other pin that was opened was better for Nina.
I do agree with that. All right, so I want to say a big congrats to Karen at Karen's USA Ventures and Nina with Wrestling with Disney. You are moving on to the Elite 8. Oh my goodness, that's going to be so exciting. And then Jessi from Miss Cherry's channel and Nikki and Tracy from Forever Disney. Thank you so much for just producing such amazing Disney content that we all love a ton. And I hope everybody is going to go check out your channels ASAP. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you real soon.